Hello, this is the TradeSite US Forex market preview and international economic data roadmap for the week beginning Sunday, May 20th and ending Friday, May 25th, 2018. We are past options expiration for May. It was not a triple expiration. Here's a look at the dollar index. Wow. Let's get on the right track here. Dollar index, daily chart. It was a really boring week overall, one of the worst I've seen in a long time. Monday was strong, but then everything else was just or Tuesday was strong, everything else was very flat. So here's the dollar index. Let's go through the major pairs, then we'll look at the intra-week action, then we'll talk about the economic data that's coming out ahead. So the euro dollar down, the inverse of the dollar index as the dollar continues to contract. Pound dollar, wow, look at that. Look how narrow the last 2 weeks have been on the pound. Just horrible. Euro yen has not gone anywhere as well. Aussie dollar also going nowhere. Pound yen, Pound Swiss, not much there as well. New Zealand dollar, nothing. Let's take a look at the intra-week action. So here's 30-minute candles. High to low on the euro dollar was 240 pips, which is not horrible there. Here's where it's horrible. Look at the pound. 150 pips for the whole week max. That is just bad. You're not going to see that a lot. Let's take a look at the the economic data coming out for the week ahead and just see what we got because put this week behind us. There's no signals on the daily chart. There's nothing to look at. On Sunday, retail sales and core retail sales with visitor arrivals out of New Zealand, right move housing price index out of the UK, trade balance out of Japan, credit card spending out of New Zealand. Going into Monday, we got a bank holiday. Oh, shoot, out of Switzerland, France, and Germany. So that's going to slow down the market for the first day of the week. ECB financial stability report out of Europe. No big deal. Canada's on bank holiday. I'm not even sure what bank holiday is. May 21st? Okay. CB leading index out of Australia. US is not on bank holiday, but if the rest of the world is, we'll be half size ahead of that. FOMC member speaking on Tuesday. MPC member, more speeches, public sector net borrowing out of UK, inflation report hearings, and CBI industrial order expectations out of the UK. German BUBA monthly report. Wholesale sales out of Canada, CB leading index out of China, Richmond manufacturing index out of the US, MI leading index out of Australia, flash manufacturing PMI out of Japan, all industries activity out of Japan. This is going into Wednesday. French and German flash and service manufacturing and services PMI numbers, and the same out of the broad European sector. UK has got their CPI, PPI, RPI, HPI, all their inflationary numbers at 4:30 a.m. Wednesday morning Eastern Time. CB realized sales out of the UK, flash manufacturing and services PMI here in the US, consumer confidence out of Europe, new home sales out of the US, crude oil inventories of the US. We have the minutes from the last Fed meeting at 2 p.m. Eastern Time on Wednesday. Trade balance out of New Zealand Wednesday night. Thursday, we've got German final GDP. Retail sales out of the UK, 4:30 a.m. Eastern Time. Nope, out of Eastern Time out of the US. Corporate profits out of Canada, unemployment claims, that's the weekly number here in the US. Housing price index here in the US at 9 a.m. Eastern, existing home sales at 10. Natty gas an hour into the stock market at 10:30. Tokyo core CPI at 7:30 p.m. at night, Thursday night, Eastern Time. GDP second estimate out of the UK with high street lending and index of services. That's the second estimate, so it doesn't really matter. Durable goods Friday morning at 8:30. And then revised University of Michigan sentiment. Just so we're clear, once we wrap up this week, next weekend is Memorial Day weekend. So the 28th, Monday, markets are closed, which means Friday the 25th, with all this economic data you're looking at right now, it's probably going to be a bust as most of the big players head out for a long weekend as they usually do. So I don't know. I mean, we got some minor data this week, but nothing major. Not sure what that means for Forex. Charts, as usual, brought to you by eSignal. If you've not yet taken the trial of our services, feel free to do so. We will help you out for a couple weeks. Have a great trading week.